welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the General Show. So, what I'll be doing is I'll be reviewing the top 7 most expensive accounts to open in South Africa. In my previous video, I was literally highlighting the differences, how much their monthly subscription fees are, or the monthly bank charges, and so forth. So here I'm literally going to break down what exactly you're paying for and how to go about it. So the first one is Discovery Purple account, right? Please note that I'm going to first read what they want to offer or they do offer, and then I'll comment if I think it's a fair thing or not, and then you can be a judge yourself. So the first one is a Discovery Purple. The first thing that they say they're offering is 75% of healthy food items at Pick n Pay or Woolworths. Please keep in mind this wording that they use, and they're saying up to 75%, up to. So clearly it's not an automatic thing. They can literally lowball you as low as 5%, 10% or anything. So this is just excellent wording for advertisement to lure a person in and hope that the person signs into the thing. Because imagine saying up to 50% back on healthy care items at Clicks or Discount. What if I don't shop near those two places, you see? So it's a bit fidgety, but yeah, on we continue. Up to 20% back on Uber rides. This is better for people who live in very good metros, students who use a lot of trips, you see. Then up to 20% back on full purchases at BP and Shell. Vodapay offers a bit better than this, but I guess if it's from a bank, it sounds and it looks better, And then up to 40% off of when customer spends Discovery miles. You need to ascribe to obviously the Discovery modus operandi of things. So yeah, you can be the judge of that if you deem those as correct or not. And then up to 75% off of return or 2 local one-way flights. It's a bit ambiguous, but okay. Essentially they say they're going to give you money on local one-way flights. So yeah, I still say there's a lot of clauses in here where they're not being specific. Why not a specific percentage, not an estimation, and not a... Because I presume this will depend on how much you spend. The more you spend is the closer you are to 75%. And realistically speaking, you would have spent so much money that the 75% is non-existent, you see. But yeah, the next one is 75% off of international flights, and then with British Airways, Emirates, Qantas, and up to 75% off fitness devices and Nike performance gear, which is also very expensive and almost literally once off. You can't buy it also. And yeah, then the next one is the Nedbank Private Wealth. So what the Nedbank Private Wealth offers is free air lounge access. So you must be a traveler so that you can somewhat enjoy these lounge accesses. 24-hour concierge service for personal travel and lifestyle needs. If you feel like you need that for 24 hours, those are the perks. And then emergency assistance. They're not specifying much on this emergency assistance. I tried looking up on the website. It just says emergency assistance. Okay. And then the next one is travel and lifestyle benefits such as discounts and special rates on accommodation, car rentals, airport, meet and assistance services. Here they're not being specific because there are special sites like booking.com where you get to book and then hopefully you get a discount and whatnot. They're not being specific. It's just blanket immunity type of communication. Again, it's to low-end customers, but it's not a specific price point, which is somewhat, I guess it works for them, but for the consumer, if you understand where your money is going, it is wishy-washy at best. And then the next one is travel insurance up to $2.5 million. I don't know what the travel insurance entails, and also I think the conditions for you to getting the max amount, they just want to lure you into their financial scheme, I guess. And then there's automatic enrollment in greenbacks program where customers earn unlimited greenbacks at a rate up to 2 greenbacks for every 10 minutes spent. With Visa Infinite credit card or double king cards, the American Express card or check cards. So once again, another ploy where they're saying spend, so that you get X points so you can use them at Y place. But then if you look at it, 10 Rand these days literally amounts to literally nothing these days. So you can imagine how many 10 Rands you're spending. And these points that they're talking about, they obviously have a high threshold. Let's say they want 100,000 points. I presume you would have spent 10,000 or if not more to get to that said amount of points, if not more. So you see, it's another price scratcher for a person and so forth. And then the next one is private banker, which they help you preserve your wealth and which that is a good one. It makes more sense to have that as a person. Because they will give you insider trips and trades, even though they themselves are pushing to sell certain products, but they will get you where you need to be for a certain threshold. So there's that. And then team specialists to help with wealth growth. Okay, but isn't that a private banker? Yeah, these people are using very good jargon for marketing, but then they aren't really offering a concrete product which they are stipulating, you see, which is for me not as should be done. Then the next one is the Investec private banking account. They say it's competitive debit rate up to prime. See, once again, they're not specifying a base number for you to gravitate towards. I know, yes, the prime rate will go up and down and so forth, but then at least give me a figure. Am I 2% above? Are you going to stick to prime rate exactly where? You're just telling me nothing in fancy English. It needs to be definite numbers. These are banks. They're very particular about how much they're going to rob us. So one needs to be cognizant of that. And then the next one is a Visa Platinum credit card with up to 45 interest-free days on credit purchases. Once again, it's beautiful English, most as if it's going to help you. Because these 45 interest-free days on card purchases, are they for the whole year, every 6 months, every 3 months? How many days? They're not specified. Or is it literally 45 free interest days on card purchases for life, which means the entire duration of you being a card member? You see, they're not being straightforward. Again, bad marketing ploy, using a lot of words, saying nothing at all. Then unlimited free ATM withdrawals both locally and internationally. This is not true because they are gonna find some way somehow to literally charge you money. I don't know how, but then they always do. You can't see free local international withdrawals anywhere on planet Earth. Every single card does consume bank charges. So yeah, then up to 60-month budget facility option for unexpected purchases. Okay, that sounds very interesting. For those who subscribe to that, they will be fans of that. And then the next one is complimentary local international lounge access. Very interesting. Again, you must be a traveler to benefit from this. And then you get an extra card linked to an account at no extra cost. Private bank account at a reduced monthly fee for spouse or life partner. So I think this is when you link your cards as partners, and then they're giving you access to another card free of charge. Obviously, certain fees will be hiked so that they recoup their money again. Then you're able to open an Invest Youth account. It's a transactional account with a Visa debit card for no additional monthly fees. You open linked cash management. So I presume this cash management will link all of your cards together, and then you are able to manage the money in these accounts. You're able to see where you're doing good, where you're doing bad. This one isn't as promising. It's not doing that wow for me. There are better options out there. Investec missed a bit here. Well, not a bit, but a lot. Because, yeah, it's a bit bare minimum for the amount of money that I'm taking out and for the amount of money which I'm expected to be part of that is not advertising at all. Then the next options are you're able to open a tax-free investment or local unit for customer and children through investment. Okay, now that's looking out for my kids. And then you open a sterling-based transactional account in the UK. That's literally if you live in the United Kingdom and back in South Africa. But the cost of living in the United Kingdom is too high, so I can just imagine when they say sterling-based transactional account, you're going to be charged by the pound or euro or whichever form of money that they'll be swindling out of you. And then there's preferential exchange rates on foreign exchange, which investing internationally, making international payments, or receiving funds from abroad into an investing account. So this one is another fancy way of saying that they'll give you preferential exchange rates. Again, they're tricking you. Why aren't they giving you a base number? Because you need base numbers when you're dealing with foreign currencies. They fluctuate so much, and since we're in this global war, one needs to be cognizant of what's happening and so forth. You see, so there's that. Still saying nothing, using a lot of words. And also, there are other forex exchange methods that are literally cheaper for you at cheaper rates. So you don't necessarily need to have this account. Then you get access to emergency funds with Western Union money transferred if card is lost or stolen while traveling abroad. This is a very helpful one because you will get to travel outside of the country and then you realize how efficient the banking system here in South Africa is. Yes, it's got its many faults, but then when it comes to these type of things, Western Union ends up being your friend because they're almost everywhere and they tend to bypass a lot of these hard crossroads that is people we get to endure, which is somewhat a very good thing because I remember when the financial war started between Ukraine and Russia, Russia got sanctioned. A lot of nationals from Africa, they had to use Western Union as it was one of the few which was able to bypass this financial sanction. And then the other banks, which normally operate within Africa, they had no access to this. So alternative ways had to be found, and it was a bit tricky. But Western Union is as good as they come for personnel traveling abroad, which is very good. This is very helpful. Also, the one way it helps with your kids. That's also a very good trait. Then you have access to investor rewards. Okay, again, they need to specify what are investor rewards. You need to give me tangibles. You can't just throw around fancy words in hopes that I'll open the account because I have a certain threshold of money. Yes, most people tend to think with their egos, but nah, the other stuff not that interesting. Then the next one is the RMB private banking fusion. Okay, the first one is a very interesting point. It's an exclusive metal card. Okay, so you're buying a metal card. Congrats, guys! You have money to buy a metal card. Yeah, that's all I have to say. And then full transactional capability with the link credit facility. Okay, and then there's one view of transactional account, one interest rate, up to 30 days interest free on card purchases. Again, is it for the year? Is it for the... Please give me a different rate. And then you see with these linked additional cards, I get it. They say they're linking and they're going to charge to one, but then when they charge to one, are the rates higher or lower the more cards that you add? They're not saying free additional card links, they're saying linked account additional accounts, because they just want to now siphon more money out of you using these different guises and all of these things. It's not making sure he. Then the maximum rewards account for spouses, F&B for kids, teens, and young adults. And then there's global travel insurance. Okay, travel insurance is needed because some institutions are dodgy, some countries are dodgy. And then F&B for kids, teens, and young adults. Sounds catchy. I wonder what it is exactly. And then there's access to the slow lounge, I presume, which is a premium lounge for you. And then you get cash at tills. I think anyone can get cash at tills using a South African card in South African premises. So I don't think I need to earn at least 62,500 for me to get access. And then exclusive visa offers. Okay, this visa one is coming stringent now because we're now grey listed, and then the many rumors and cases where South African passports have been used fraudulently or fraudulently created, and now brings a lot of problems. So these exclusive visa offers somewhat will create very needed access for you as a person, because such things are becoming more and more difficult in this very fragile world that we live in, you see. So these exclusive visa offers will take us a very long way, which is somewhat good as a person if you're a traveler. When I look at this, the overview of what they're offering here, guys, genuinely, how can you say a metal card is something exclusive? If, let's say, now my card breaks or the scanner doesn't work, I'll go get another one. But to say now a metal card, guys, I'm trying, but dog. The next one is the Absa Private Banking. Okay, so there's the Absa Rewards Program. You see here, they are literally bullet pointing them. This is what I wanted to see. Automatic member to Absa Rewards. Okay, there are no additional monthly fees. I don't believe them, but okay. You earn in cash rent for rand. Okay. They also need to break that down, what they mean by that. And then access to bonus benefits. They need to break down these bonus benefits, because what if they don't fit the person's criteria? Let's say, for instance, I'm not much of a traveler and I don't want lounge access or whatever. How can I now monetize my benefits and so forth? You see, and the stock brokering services where online share trading ability. You need to know your story here financially in terms of the markets. You waiver of the annual administration fee. I doubt this is true, because somehow they find a way to charge you. But hey, man, it is what it is. And then there's preferential brokerage fee. Okay, the preferential brokerage fee, I understand that. Then there's a multi-currency MasterCard cash passport. Know what is spent with said exchange rate, safe from currency fluctuations. Okay, this somewhat seems like they're trying to lock in your money in a certain threshold, which this is very good. One needs these type of things. And then load up to 7 currencies on one card using Absa Online or foreign exchange branch. Okay, it's a very good one, because what this will allow you is that you're able to, let's say you're traveling in multiple countries, but then again, this suits a person who's traveling within countries consistently, you see. But I guess, hey, you'd have to have sat down and seen what type of a consumer you are. This is so far one of the better explained one. You see this, they're very straight and direct, not 100%, because they're still marketing for a person to fall into these traps and then they join, but it's as good as they come in terms of comparing every single other thing that comes about, you see. So yeah, this one for now, if you're a traveler, is arguably your best one, because it's easily explained. Because my problem with banks is they use such fancy jargon. They're not catering for the person who isn't so privy to all of these financial languages, you see. So when they say these things, so far the Absa private banking one is one of the best ones, which because they've explained it a bit easier, and somewhat the benefits make more sense than the others of saying I'm offering you a metal black card. But hey, it's interesting to see, man. It's interesting to see. And then the other benefits would be access to emergency cash available when card is lost. This is also a important one because in case of emergency, one's mind is not necessarily there. You don't always have your documentation, so such is good. Then you download the Cash Passport app and track spend 24/7. Okay. Right. And then you get to use Cash Passport overseas at ATMs or points of sale. Okay, I guess the Cash Passport sort of somewhat exempt you from certain foreign exchange spending fees, I guess so. Then you spend securely with the added chip and PIN technology. Okay, 6 visits a year to airport lounge affiliated to Lounge Key. Okay, so they are limiting my visits to an airport. So they're saying the 6, they'll give me certain benefits. Again, what type of benefits? I get it's lounge, it's premium, but what exactly in the lounge is premium? You need to tell the person to entice them. You get more cash with an overdraft and pay for unexpected expensive. Oh, see, overdraft, guys. Hey, man, that's a trap. But in this stringent financial times, I guess overdraft isn't the worst of things. So that does help. And then you get local Bedvest lounges with private banking credit card. Okay, exclusivity. But then what from the exclusivity is the premiumness? Because I think almost every single card here has promised the same thing of premium lounge. Exclusivity in these lounges, okay? Then travel insurance to the account holder and travel companions when the air ticket and accommodation is bought, okay? So they're promising you insurance because you purchased with a Visa credit card. So I presume within these credit cards, there's certain places where you will get the benefits of the certain travel companions. So let's say I used bookings.com. Maybe there's a higher benefit to that, but then they should specify and tell the consumer so that the consumer knows what's up, you see. And yeah, I still say so far they've broken it down to the simplest form more than all the other banks. So far the Absa one is making more sense because they simplified, they were in more detail and they weren't as ambiguous as the other ones, which is what a person needs. We need transparency, we need openness, we need to make sure that every single consumer understands what they understand. And also the overdraft one I get, but hopefully they don't penalize you. The overdraft fees aren't that high when you are paying them back because of these unexpected expenses. Hopefully, hey. And then additional features of the Visa signature card, you get multiple trip insurance underwritten by CUB, right? Then a collision damage waiver. You get medical aid and legal assistance. They need to specify the limits of that because medical aid it's a bit expensive these days. And then a Visa International Airport dining program. Perfect. You see, they are promising food. They're promising drinks. At least the program, if you go and search, you'll find it. It's a bit more open than all these other ones which just say premium, this, lounge, this, that. It's straightforward. And then there's global customer services. I think this is a basic bank service, but they're just trying to advertise. Then Visa merchant offers, okay, and then extended warranty and buyer's protection. So I presume if you buy something, you get a longer warranty and buyer's protection than as stipulated. Let's say they give you 2-year warranty, you can maybe extend it by a year. Obviously, you'll pay, but yeah. Concierge assistance, it's literally almost every single bank. Avis benefits, okay, that's if you are traveling by road a lot and then you need that assistance. And then the Visa luxury hotel collection, perfect. You see, you need that. And then this is what I was looking for, agoda.com online hotel bookings. So this one, they're forcing you to go to Agoda to get these specific hotel bookings, and of course it's a certain branch of hotels aligned. Then the YQ assistance services, and then you access to benefits via Visa cards South Africa. You see, they are a bit more direct and straight to the point. I like this. You see, now this one is for them having these additional benefits, it's good because now they're doing something which the other banks didn't necessarily specify in detail, which was the medical aid and legal assistance. They didn't stipulate that in writing and so forth, you see. But I guess that's how it works with these banks. They have to entice us some way, somehow. I hope you enjoyed the very long description. My commentary is just commentary as is. You'll get to decide as a consumer where you want to put your money, why you want to put your money there, what benefits you, because you obviously have to look at your lifestyle. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, share, subscribe.